afternoon, campers. Well, I've just got my car parked, all ready for a weekend of wild camping. And it's a beautiful weekend. I'm looking forward to this. Well, it's a beautiful evening. I'm all set up. I'll take you inside and show you in a second. And I've actually pitched, well, I'll turn the camera around and show you. So this is my view out of my tent. There's a farm over there, as you can see, but I'm actually really quite low key here. And if they can see me, I'll be very surprised. In fact, if I get right down to tent level, I mean, they might just see the top of the tent, and I mean sort of like dark greens anyway, so I kind of blend in. And yeah, I've got it set up. It's not on the best ground, so it's a little bit hit and miss. It's not that over there. I don't know whether this camera will pick it up quite so well, but that drops off into a gorge, and I'm at the top end of the gorge, and it's just really, as I say, it's quite rough ground. Just have a quick look inside. So what I've done is I've got all my gear and stuff stashed down this side, and then in the tent, let's go, I've got my sleeping bag. It's a Crivet, that's right, a little special. I've got my sleeping mat, I'll put the link in, my Trekology pillow, you can just see through the mesh there, and I've put a sleeping bag liner over the sleeping mat just to stop it rustling a bit, and also just to make it feel a bit more like a mattress. So let's pull that zip down. I put a standard old tarp underneath here just to give it a bit more protection. And that's the OneTigris. I've forgotten what it's called. Is it the OneTigris hot iron tent? Iron, something along those lines. I'll put a link in the description anyway. So it is a hot tent. You can see where the stove jack goes there, and I bought this so that I could use this in winter as a hot tent, and I'm looking forward to that. But this is just a first outing, just to kind of get used to pitching it. If you've seen my Oban video, you'll know that I'm quite familiar with teepees. That's a really tall teepee, so on flat ground I'd have had no problem with this, but as you can see, it really is hit and miss. One gripe with the tent, not enough pegs, not enough guy lines. 4, 5, kind of about 5 pegs missing, 5 pegs short I should say, not missing, and a guy line for the back. I've had to use I've just used, you can see there, maybe you see there attached to the tree, it's dark green, it's green paracord, so I've just attached some paracord to the tree, just to pull it out a little bit. But yeah, there's a line missing there. Right, I'm going to find a rock to put the stove on so I can cook round about there and feel safe doing it. Alright, catch you in a bit. I think that will be more than enough wood to cook my tea on. A few bigger bits to cut down for a bit of a fire later in the stove. And I've got my big rock there to put the stove on, and let's face it, look at all the dead wood, low dead wood in those trees. I'm not short of fuel. Oh look, there's even some there. Winner winner, beans for dinner. Chilli actually, and beans. Cool. Oh, that was good, I needed that. So I'm cooking on a Lixada Titanium Stove tonight, and first time it's been out. The steel one warped a little, the base plate, so I'm wondering whether this one will do the same. I do love these little things, I think they're brilliant, they're absolutely fabulous, but I'm just sort of testing it out to see what happens. The other thing I'm really pleased about is I got this Titecougo, and it's a long-handled spork, and it's really good. It was great for stirring my tea while I was cooking it, and also to eat with. So 2 in 1, brilliant. Got that little hatchet off eBay. I'll put a link in the description. It's a nylon hollow handle, but so far it's been really good. I've managed to get a really keen edge on it. It's got a nice sharp blade, and it's got a bit of weight to it. I just think it's a nice handy little tool. It's come in handy for hammering pegs and stuff in, and wooden pegs and stakes, and also just for chopping bits of wood. So yeah, really nice little axe to have with you. It's good. So I've had a bit of good news. I'm going to be joined tomorrow by oldest friend. He's coming along. Cool. Well, the sun went down. Wow. Morning, campers. It's a nice morning. A little bit cloudy at the moment, but it's supposed to get out warmer later. I didn't sleep brilliantly well. I think I was a bit cool. Too cool. And so I was watching some stuff. I'd actually brought my tablet with me this time, and I was watching a couple of films on the tablet. And in the end I just put some jeggings on that I've got, that I bought for, they're girly jeggings, but they work as a nice little warmer thing. And I put those on just as a base layer. I bought them for just so that you know, I'm not meant to. I bought them for to wear as for an Incredible Hulk costume one time. Anyway, I put those on and I put a base layer shirt on, and that was it. Once I got really warm, they warmed me up sufficiently, and that was it. I just dozed off. The new air mat, that did seem to seep some air, so it was fine. I mean, I wasn't on the floor, but it does seem, and actually when I've put a few puffs of air in it, it hasn't taken many just to top it back up, 5 or 10. So I don't know, it might be just one of those that seeps a bit. Anyway, I've got coffee on the go, and it's brewing nicely in my little titanium cafetiere for camping, which I think is superb. It's made by somebody like Go or whatever. I'll put a link in the description below. But it really, it's a superb little thing. Just chuck it on the stove and heat the water up, put your coffee in, French press, titanium French press, superb. Right, it's just gone 7:30, and I've had a message from oldest friend to say that he's set off. So he should be here soon, and then we'll be having some bacon and eggs and stuff. Cool. Hello campers. Well, oldest friend has arrived. And he's also brought entertainment. And she's now stopped being entertaining. Oh, here we go. She's enjoying playing with a chunk of wood. Oh, if only we could all find such simple pleasures in life, eh?
I don't know, I've played with wood quite a few times. Obviously belonging to my own.
Yeah.
So.
I've also set up the OneTigris bushcraft tent for Ains, which is looking quite good, low profile. It's the first time I've used it.
I would like to point out as well, Carl, while we're here, that this obviously isn't typical wild camping attire. It's just the fact that I'm on holiday and I'm comfy.
Well, that's the main thing. And what time is it now?
It is 9:54.
9:54. And what are we drinking at the moment?
We are drinking vodka.
Happy camping. Day 2. Ains and I are trying to work out how many rivers in this local environment, how many drains are flowing into the... Bearing in mind, we might both be a little bit drunk at this moment in time. 2 bottles of wine and a bottle of vodka later. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. Let me flip the camera around and show what I mean. Nice. It's around 5:30 in the afternoon. And the sun is somewhere up there. Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting day. Me and oldest friend got quite drunk.
Well, you did.
And nevertheless, we both fell asleep.
Well, you did.
Both fell asleep in respective tents. Me in the OneTigris Iron Wall hot tent, and Ains in the OneTigris bushcraft tent. And we decided to build a proper fire pit.
It was getting cold.
Because it was getting cold, yeah. It's supposed to be a really warm day today, but not so much.
No.
So we've dug a bit of a hole, put some rocks round, chopped some wood, which you can probably see in the... Oh, actually that looks quite good.
I think you were just tired from playing VR, Carl.
That might be true, yeah. I did have a go on Ains's Oculus. I'll put a link in the description.
If you want to buy one.
If you want to buy one, yeah. It was actually quite amazing. I was actually really impressed. So I'm in the middle of the woods and it felt like I was on bloody Darth Vadar's spaceship. It was incredible. Quite enjoyed that. It made a change.
Carl will be buying one shortly.
No!
Yes!
And I'm just making a cup of tea as well because I am parched, mega thirsty. We actually haven't had any... I mean, it's dark, sun's gone down. We've missed a lot of the back end of the day.
It's 9:25.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So it's 9:25. Do you want a salad?
Sorry?
Do you want a salad?
No, why?
Because I don't know about you, but I'm going to be hungry at some point. I've got some nice little... They're already ready made. You just need a spoon and that's it. They actually come with a spoon. They're just ready-made spoons.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, just something to take the edge off without having to cook.
Yeah.
Just easy stuff. Anyway, yeah, so whether Ains has one or not, I'm definitely having a salad or something at some point just to take the edge off. Tuna salad they are. Got tuna in them and stuff. Lidl specials. Yeah.
Good old Lidl.
Good old Lidl. And yeah, so we've got, as you can see, we've got a bit of a fire pit going. And thankfully, it's probably a good thing that we've run out of alcohol, considering we were both driving tomorrow. And we ran out of alcohol mid-afternoon, sometime like that. So, hence the sleeping earlier on. It's been a relaxing weekend. So we'll just watch a bit of Caveman TV.
And on Channel Twig, there is...
Hey, there he goes.
Fire.
By the light of the fire. There he is. In the glow, in the hearty glow, with his Jim Jam lounge pants on. Bushcrafter alert.
Extraordinaire. See, people forget that this is the actual proper way of bushcrafting, is by wearing lounge pants.
Lounge pants.
And flip-flops.
Hey, that's it. Thankfully, where we are, there is a path through this wood, and we're not on it. We purposefully picked somewhere that is off that path. And to be honest, I've never seen anybody pass. I've heard a few voices, but the chances are, because of where we are, because it's quite open in places, it might be at the other side of the valley, somewhere along those lines. But yeah, the great thing about places like this is nobody even knows you're here. Where nobody knows your name and nobody's glad you came.
Except for the trees and the bits of wood that we're burning in the campfire, where everybody doesn't know
your name. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to stop singing there. We don't want to put any subscribers off.
You've got some.
Hey, there's 3. I don't want to put any of them off. Morning, campers. As you can see, Nita's just chomping on a bit of wood, one of her favourite activities. No. It's a bit overcast this morning. Not unpleasant, it's not cold. What did you think of the bushcraft bungalow, Ainsley?
It was spacious for my large, tall frame.
Yeah, because how tall are you?
6'2".
6'2". And
there was ample space either side in those things, in that thing. It's a little bit cold though, but that was just the...
that was a crappy sleeping bag.
But I had pooch to keep me warm.
Yeah.
Will keep your feet warm at least.
Yeah, considering you're 6'2" and you had a camp bed in there,
yeah,
it wasn't too bad at all.
Compared to my coffin tent that I have. Yeah, it worked well.
Good stuff. So we're just having a coffee, and then it's early doors at the moment. It's not even 7 o'clock.
No, it's not.
So, I mean, Ainsley's pretty much already packed up. There's the Oculus that I had fun with yesterday. Quite tempted to get one of those. No, don't do it, don't do it.
I won.
He's been subliminally suggestive. And that was the fire pit. It's been dug back over. I've just put some of the wood we didn't use over the top of it, just so I can find it again and use the same spot next time we come.
And we made sure that
everything was dampened down, yeah, before the turf was put back on it.
No embers, no hot sticks, no hot rocks.
That's right.
Leave it as you found it.
And the rocks from the pit, Ainsley's just stashed around the trees, so they're easy to find for next time. And there is a little bit of wood that I've just stashed there. And if it's here next time, bonus. If it's not, there's not a shortage. There's no shortage here.
No.
I mean, you know, there's no shortage.
There isn't.
Right, catch you in a bit. So that's the OneTigris Bushcraft Bungalow in Coyote Brown. As you can see, the vents open at the back. And I didn't set the awning up last night purely because, well, I didn't set the awning up when I set it up, purely because I was actually planning on setting it up somewhere else and using trees to hold that up. And from where it's actually pitched, that wasn't possible. And there's not so much straight wood in here, there's a lot of bent wood, so I just kept it loose and free. As you can see, I haven't used any poles for this setup. I've just used a ridge line between the two trees with a prusik knot, a carabiner just holding, and the carabiner is just between the ridge line and the end tag. But yeah, it is quite spacious inside. As I say, Ainsley, 6'2", had his camp bed in there last night, and I did put underneath just a small extra sheet just to protect the flooring a little bit. So I'm actually looking forward to trying this one out myself sometime. But I brought it today for this particular session just so I could, because they were both new, the Iron Wall TP and the Bushcraft Bungalow. I just wanted to have a bit of a practice setting them up. So I hope you've liked this. If you have, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a lot more stuff like this, kayak camping, that kind of thing. And I'll be testing that one out in winter when I get a stove. See what that's like, which should be fun. Right, I'll catch you later.